In today's video I am building, drumroll please, Minion Land. Right now I'm building the layout, but it will change later in the video because I'm indecisive. I also wanted it to kind of match some of the pictures from Universal's Minion Land. This video is the first part because if I built it all in one video it would be like 2 hours long. I'm not sure what shops to add because there are so many possibilities. Now I am making the car park. It's a bit small for a theme park, but I wanted more space for the attractions. Now I'm sectioning it off from the park so people cannot break in. Time to build the entrance. These were my references. I think this entrance is from the Minion Land in Universal Singapore. I decided to build Minion Land because there are no Universal parks near my country, at least not until maybe 2030. I was also inspired after watching the new Minions and Monsters film. It reminded me how iconic and funny Minions are, so I've low-key been obsessing over them since. This entrance took me so long to build, so let's skip to colouring. It looks so good! I think this purple colour is almost a perfect match to the reference. Once I had coloured it, I realised I forgot to add the extra details. Structurals are the best for adding last-minute details. Now I have to decide on a texture for the roof. This one sorta looks like fish scales, but let's ignore that. It's time to test my basic shape skills and abuse the transform tool. That's right, we're building a minion. This minion, to be specific. It's kind of blurry because I cropped it from the entrance reference. I really struggled making the hair for this minion. It would have been much easier if it just had the normal lines for hair, but it just had to wear a wig. Right now I'm making the ends of the hair, which took a lot of effort. The transform tool really carried this minion. It would not have been possible without the transform tool. Now to do the back of the wig, which was the simplest part. That was so easy. Eyes time. This will make it look more like a minion. The eye is floating, kind of creepy. It was slightly difficult to make the eyes the perfect size, but I did because I'm a pro now. They look perfect, right? That looks weird. Fix it. Good job past me. Now I'm making the goggle straps because they can't be floating. How silly would that be? Time to make the lips using structurals. We're going to ignore the fact that the minion is still naked. Let's blur it. Much better. Its lips are looking very lip-like. Now it's time to clothe this minion. We're making it a dress. It's covered up now, no more naked minion. Never mind, I spoke too soon. This dress was rather simple to make. Now let's make the legs. I went a bit extra for the legs and decided that the minion should wear high heels to make it accurate to the films. Surprisingly, the high heels weren't that hard to make because of the transform tool. The other leg was just a copied version of the leg I just made. So simple. The minion finally has clothes. Now I'm making it some arms. Now a hand with only 3 fingers, of course. Thy beloved transform tool comes in handy yet again. Here come the fingers to transform it into a proper looking hand. Not that you can't have hands without fingers, but all minions have fingers, I think. Does it look like a princess yet? Maybe once the strange cone hat is on, it will sell the princess look. But I have to add the arms first. This arm was really annoying to get into the perfect position, but I did it. It looks a bit strange, but that's fine because minions are strange. Now it'll be the princess trapped in the tower forever. Now let's build the entrance's centerpiece and signpost. Right now I'm making a custom fence that'll look good in a circle. Making this circle was super annoying. I cut like 5 minutes of sped up footage because I was struggling. Now that it's finished, let's try and transform it lower. Oh no, I can't. I had to put my problem-solving skills to the test. Luckily, I'm smart and quickly figured that structurals would be perfect. This bit took me a while, so let's skip ahead. Right, now that that's done, we can work on the signpost. It's a pretty simple design which makes it easier to add custom details later on, and it saves plot data. This is the base of the sign. Here is the reference I used. However, mine has nowhere near as many minions. Let's start making the minions for the centerpiece. I stole the shape from the Minion we had already made. Here, I'm making its normal shoes because the only other Minion was wearing high heels. Each Minion will be able to be copied from one of its shoes. It makes it easier to move to. Now making the iconic dungarees or overalls if you're American. They're upside down for now because it's easier to make them whilst they're off of the Minion. Now I've stolen the eyes from the other Minion to make building this Minion more simple. I'm making this Minion have colored eyes to make it more accurate to the film. Let's attempt to make a mouth, specifically an open, smiling mouth. This was quite annoying because I kept thinking it looked strange even after I added teeth, but I think it turned out pretty good in the end. It looks a bit scary right now, but it won't later, hopefully. Now I'm making the goggle strap in a more simple way than before. Let's add the annoying strands of hair that take way too long to add. This Minion's hair was the fastest of them all to complete though. Now for some reason I decided to make completely new arms when the first Minion I made had perfectly good arms. How cool does this look? At this point I realized I forgot to add straps and a pocket to the Minion, so let's add those now. Done! How perfect! Let's start on the next Minion. This one is a short and stubby one, kinda like Bob, but it's not Bob. The only other things different about this Minion is that it only has one eye and different hair, so let's skip to when it is finished by the signpost. This one looks like it took a lot of work, and it did. Time to make the final Minion for this signpost. All Minion look pretty similar, so it's not like you want to see me build another Minion, right? If you do, I can post the full speed build for this part. Comment below if you'd like that. I wonder how the transform tool feels right now.
I've been expecting you. I heard my name get mentioned numerous times to say how useful I am. Not once did I get a thank you or a how are you transform tool. I am in disbelief. Players, be more considerate, or I'll glitch even more.
Anyways, let's skip to the finished signpost without the decal for now. It's amazing, exactly how I imagined it. Now I decided to add a river to cross to get into the park solely because of this reference. That means we have to build a bridge out of basic shapes. This bridge is very simple, so I can save plot data for rides and stores inside the park. I'm still trying to figure out how to make at least one functional ride that's going to be a real challenge. Since the bridge is higher than the base of the plot, that means I have to make a custom fence out of more basic shapes. I love basic shapes so much I can't even remember what building was like without them. Now the fence is finished, we have to paint it. Let's start on the water Minions. For now, I'm only going to build the two that were in rubber rings because they're simple and I've already built 5 other Minions. This is the second one-eyed Minion of the video. Do you think that they blink or wink? This Minion sorta gets an original hairstyle. Let's put him in the water now. Now I'm making the second Minion. It's pretty much identical to this Minion, but a lot of Minions look the same, so I think it's fine and definitely not lazy. This Minion gets to have a coconut with juice and a mini umbrella. How cool! They look terrific together. Now let's start building our first ride. It won't be able to move, but you will be able to sit in the carriages. This is my reference. I think this ride is from Universal Singapore. Right now, I'm peacefully building the carriage without thinking about the fact I'm going to have to attempt to build the bubble animal thing above. Here I'm building the side of the carriage so I can copy and paste it to each side. The bottom of the carriage is practically done now. Here is my second and final attempt at building the top of the carriage. I wasted almost an hour on my first attempt. It was terrible. I had made it too big, and I could not figure out how to attach the face to the body. This attempt went much better, but where the face attaches is a little bit patchy. I think it's good enough. Right now I'm adding the eyes, and in the reference both eyes have a swirl whisker thing poking out, so I had to make that. That was way too fiddly. Now it's time to make the body. This is the most simple part. Amazing! The first carriage is done and it's fully copy and pastable except the chairs. Now I'm working on the middle of the ride because it's one that spins in a circle. Rides like this always have crazy designs on the middle section, so I tried to replicate that with Bloxburg textures. The ride is really coming together. Now I'm adding the connectors to make the ride look like it can actually move. It also makes it look more realistic. I thought I should keep the bright theme going and add some lights on the connectors as well. Now the ride is almost complete. It's just missing one more thing. Can you guess what it is? If you said a Minion, you would be correct. Now let's add fencing to abide by the health and safety laws. It will also help define where the queue is. Time for the tour. So here we have the entrance. Here is the very empty car park. Now we're on the bridge. There are the water minions. This side is empty, for now. Here is the first ride of Minion Land. He's the height checker. This is the queue. It's a bit short, but it should be okay. Here is the ride up close. There are 3 different colored carriages. This is proof that you can sit on them. That is the end of today's video. If you enjoyed, please subscribe so you are notified for part 2. See you another time.